Hey guys, I just uploaded this video and I realized that I went on a little bit of a rant. I wanted to say to Matt Gray and anybody else, I don't know Matt, and I'm not trying to take anything that he says personally. It's just that when I hear the word regulations, I get a little heated, especially when it's just thrown about like, you know, you can't regulate integrity, you can't regulate stupid, you can't regulate, you know, any of that stuff. They're intangibles. You can regulate a product, which sometimes I think even those are overregulated, but I just wanted you all to know that, you know, this is nothing personal against Matt, and he's entitled to his opinion, and I do try to respect other people's opinions. It's just that one trigger word, regulate, that really got me. So keep that in mind when you watch this video. Hey guys, John Conley from UncleJohnSoap.com. Wanted to touch base with you guys. I was just taking a break for a minute and scrolling through some of the Facebook notifications, and came across Matt Gray's blog article and the 50 some odd comments that went along with it. You know, I understand what Matt Gray is saying to a point, and you know, I understand that he's not conveying what he wants to get across maybe the best way he can. I don't know. Maybe it's just me and I'm not interpreting it right. But by that same token, I think Matt's misinterpreting what Christopher David Bailey is doing on his videos. And he's saying that he thinks what Christopher's doing is underhanded. And that's TSE, Traditional Shaving Evangelist on YouTube. By only mentioning certain artisans and giving them his stamp of Artisan of Integrity. Well, he's already explained it. And I've known it since before this all started coming up again. Do I agree with Chris, what do you want to be called? I'm sorry. I call everybody whatever I feel like, but anyway, if you have something, let me know. You know, basically, it's his opinion. He basically just chooses to leave out, hear me out, the artisans who either he had an issue with customer service, or maybe there was something kind of possibly shady from the past. I don't know. I haven't talked to him personally about this. Or he had a problem with customer service or product that he just didn't really care for. Maybe the scent was okay or not okay, or you know, the performance wasn't there. Whatever criteria he uses for the products that he uses and he likes to use, he's choosing to highlight the ones that he enjoys and the artisans that he enjoys working with. Artisans of Integrity. For him, they have integrity. Maybe for all of us they do. But the point is, Matt, you don't want people talking or being disparaging about your blog post, which A, you're beating a dead horse. B, you're doing the same thing to another video blogger. So, you know, and I'm jumping on the bandwagon too. Now I'm beating a dead horse. But I felt the need to have to respond to this. And this is for anybody in the wet shaving community. And don't make fun of me for having a beard and being a wet shaving. I still shave up here. Anyway, and my neck. So, what good is more regulation going to do? And who's going to oversee it? You? Do you really think that's fair? Is it a group of people that you choose, or that only one group of people gets to choose and vote on? Who runs it? Who says what's fair, what's integrity, what's not? Unless you state that it's only your opinion or your group's opinion or that regulatory body, where do you draw the line? Like I said in my comment to your post, okay, we are regulated to death as far as product goes. Consumer Product Safety Council, the FDA, depending on what it is we're making. And a lot of us artisans, believe it or not, belong to the Handcrafted Soap and Cosmetic Guild, which they have standards of their own. If you act like a schmuck, you're out. Whether you paid your $300 or whatever for the year. They also have resources to help you run a good business, to make a good product. And it just, it kind of burns my ass when people start in with this, we need regulations so that artisans are held to a higher standard. What artisans have you seen treating customers badly here? I'd like an answer to that. Not me. And I'm not on Christopher David Bailey's radar, except the fact that I haven't made him any lime soap yet. Other than that, I haven't done anything. In fact, if anybody even remotely has an issue with either shipping time, something took too long to get to them, a product that didn't meet their... I did a pass around. One of the very first pass arounds I did started in the shave market on Facebook. And it was our pipe smoke shave soap. The first video I saw of it was Jason Spiegelman. Jason Spiegelman. And the lather was pretty good from what we could tell in the video. What we didn't see was the lather kind of fell apart before he had a chance to get to his second pass on the brush. It just wasn't holding up. There was something up with it. And what I didn't notice either, because he lathered below the screen line, was that it took him a little bit more work than he was used to get the lather worked up. As soon as it got to the second person, and he posed a very vague question to the group, what would you do if? And he didn't say it was a pass around, he didn't say any of that. He just talked about a product that wasn't lathering right. He could not get it to lather. I reached out. Never heard my name mentioned, never saw it in print, nothing. I reached out to him and said, if this is my product from the pass around, please let me know. And he did. He sent me a message. He didn't call me out. That's integrity, first of all. He was asking a general question. Maybe it wasn't the soap, maybe it was, who knows. He was trying to feel it out. I think that was Michael Tavick. I immediately sent him a replacement soap for the pass around. And from what I understand, it was hundreds of times better. Evidently, I screwed up something when I was making that other batch. It happens. Sometimes things slip through. The integrity comes in when you take care of that problem. My expense, my soap, I put it in the mail at my dime and sent it to him. By the way, to begin with, it was a free pass around. I donated that as a pass around. Not trying to pat myself on the back for that. It's just, what do you consider integrity? And how many other artisans have given things, piffs and pass arounds and advice? What more integrity do you want? I haven't seen any schmuck artisans on any of these groups. Now, granted, I've only been in these groups as a lurker / participant for only around a year. But where are they? Now, I will say that there are some artisans, in my opinion, that overpost. And I've been guilty of it this year myself. There are times when I don't even realize I'm doing it. Most of the time I try to do it just as, hey, look what we're making. It's kind of cool. I like it. Here's a picture. I'm not really trying to push a banner with a product. But we're all guilty of doing that. If things get slow and we need sales, all of a sudden, you're trying to put it back out in front of people's faces, see if you can scrounge up a few sales. But I would like for somebody to please explain to me, A, why are you so worried about what Christopher David Bailey, one video blogger, says on his videos? To my knowledge, he's never used my product. We've had some dealings as far as, banner back and forth and things like that online. But I don't think he's ever bought one of my products and used it. And I've never offered to send it to him because there was a whole thing going on at the time where there was people asking, now let's talk about integrity for a second. There were people asking for free samples saying that, oh, it'll help get your name out there. Where's the integrity in that? When I want to try something, I go to the store and I buy it for myself and I try it. And if I feel like reviewing it, I will. If I liked it, I'll give it a good review. If I didn't like it, I'll give it a bad review. It's that simple. Why does it have to be more complicated than that? It gets silly. I read your blog post, Matt, about, the trolls and everything else. Essentially, you are creating the thing that the wet shaving police, or whatever it was trying to take care of, the group that you were talking about. You're trolling. And it's constant. And you're entitled to your opinion, absolutely. And you're entitled to keep putting it up. But then when somebody else calls you on it, you want to get upset about it. You don't like it. Well, I don't like it when people don't like my product. But sometimes it's just not for everybody. But I will try my damnedest to make a great product for my customers and make the service worth it. It is that simple. Stop complicating things. Stop trying to drum up drama. You want to buy soap? Buy soap. You don't like it? Don't buy it again. You want to review that you didn't like the soap? Go for it. You want to review that you didn't like the Artisan? Go for it. I am so easygoing. I very rarely piss anybody off. But when I get something under my skin, I will say my piece, just like I'm doing now. I don't know Matt. I don't know Christopher David Bailey on a personal level. And they don't know me. So as far as their motives, I don't know what their motives are. I'm telling you what it looks like from my end when I see it flash by over and over on Facebook. And, you know, if somebody has a problem with me or my product, come and tell me. You can say it out in the open forum, that's fine. But do me a favor, come to me specifically with a private message or an email and let me know what is the issue. What can I do to fix the service, the product, whatever it is. Have a discussion. Be a man about it, an adult. Step up, speak up about the product you have a problem with, or if you have something good to say, step up and say something good about it. But don't sit there and cry for more regulations. There's already too many government regulations that make it extremely difficult, more difficult in fact, for the artisan soap maker than the big commercial soap makers. Think about that for a second. Just like craft brew, beer. Craft beer, it's harder for those guys to do what they do than it is for the Anheuser-Busch and Coors and whatever to do what they're doing. So before you start pushing more regulations, think. You want more regulations in the work that you do? I doubt it. Alright guys, have a great rest of the day. Hey, if you have a problem with me, let me know. I'll fix it. Thanks.